This question is actually regarding an allegation, regarding an accusation that they are making about you. Even if we believe you, were you hypnotized to steal from the organization? So this is one thing that they have been saying for a very long time. That is, you have stolen some money and you have embezzled some funds through various contracts and deals and other things. So this requires two information. First thing is, were you in a position inside the ashram to handle money? And second thing is, what is your answer to this question about stealing money from them?
Very good question. First of all, by asking this question, they are actually insulting Niti, because Niti is actually Kala Jnani, that to Parameshwara. That's what they're claiming. That too, he knew many things. And when not only himself, when somebody can fold their eyes, they know, they are claiming that anything stolen, they can recover all that. Now, first of all, if someone has stolen the money, understand very clearly, someone has stolen the money. Money should be there. All of you here, the devotees all knew very well, there is not even a hundi to give the money. The physical cash, there is no any physical cash transaction at all. Everything through check. So where is the question of money? That is one. Second part. Okay. Even if there is a question, if there is a challenge, that what was the position that I was holding? One side they are telling I was heading the Gurukul, which is true. I was also one of the committee member. I was not heading the Gurukul. I was one of the committee member of Gurukul. Secondly, entire finance completely controlled by the famous that Ranjita, who was controlling finance. Under Ranjita, Ma Pranapriya and then Ma Achala sometime. After them, Ma Paripurna and then Vishwanatha, they are the actual accounts and finance people. Now I am asking, is there any one place where I have signed a check? No. I have signed a voucher? No. I have signed anything. That means, when I was not involved on any process, of course, I involved in one area where there are so many people will identify the vendor, they will come with the vendor and they will collect 4 or 5 quotations. Out of 4 or 5 quotations, they will hand over the quotations along with the vendor. They will also sit next to me. We will negotiate. My part is only, understand very clearly, only the negotiation. Then L1, L2, that is called the lowest 1, lowest 2, lowest 3, with all the details, that particular person who is involving on the purchase, he will attach all the data, how many things they were bought, who are all the buyers, or who are all the vendors, now what is the rate, what was the previous rate, all that data. After my negotiation, the final price also will be shown into that list given by the vendor, 1, 2, 3. Then I am not the person to finalize the deal. Then it will go to a purchase department which was completely headed by various people. Sometimes for statue Rishi Shambhava, sometimes Rishi Advait, sometimes Ma Paripurna. Not 2, 3 people only, not more than that. Then it will go to Ma Pranapriya and then Ranjita, and then only Nityananda will understand here. If somebody says that I have taken or somebody has stolen all that nonsense, because not even 1 rupee, he has told this many times in satsang also. not even 1 rupee he will, without his knowledge will not go. So even for the purchases, the approval will be verbally given by Nityananda to his queen Ranjita. Then Ranjita will release the order, not me. Now I am asking you, you are all educated people. You are all maybe running the business or working for some company. Are you all are stupid or fool? Idiots or what? You bloody, if you have this questions, why you are asking me? Go on that day for the past 7-8 months I am telling. Why you are not having 4-5 people have the inquiry commission? That inquiry team should have at least few, 1 or 2 people, not even many. Call me. I am ready to come. Please arrange this. Prove me if I am wrong. If you have a guts, if you are taking 1 spoon of salt, what nonsense. When I was not even involved of any of the transaction, other than the negotiation, and all the payment directly made by with so many authorities through the check payment. What are we talking? For example, one more very shocking, I will tell you one more thing. They are claiming 200 crores. Somebody is telling 20 crores, somebody is telling 200 crores. Arey bloody, if 200 crores means the huge money, don't you have even 2 crore worth of proof? What are we talking? Can you allow the person with that kind of a scam out of that without lodging any complaint? That you are famous of giving the wrong complaint and putting the case. What are we talking? Don't cheat. So here I was not handling the cash or the check or anything other than the negotiation. That too, I can only recommend. The recommendation will go to the purchase person, the head. After their approval, it will not be given immediately the purchase order. It will go to Pranapriya or then the Ranjita. Then Niti. The Niti will say yes or no. That means what? Without his knowledge, not even 1 rupee of forget about money, order will not go. What are we talking? And he has not paid for so many vendors. So on the other contrary, I am asking you, if I was the even 1%, if you feel that I have done the mistake, then why they have not lodged any complaint? Why they have not conducting any inquiry? And one more very shocking is that when I am asking my daughters why they are bringing the subject, do you think that for 200 crore, even if they say for a sake, they can go to police and they cannot kidnap my daughters and negotiate? What are we talking? Is there any sense? I'm asking all the devotees. If you current devotees ask this question, like me, there are hundreds of people Niti sent out with the same different stories. But I am not the person to just go away. I am ready. If you have a guts, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Call for an inquiry. I am ready to come wherever you call. Okay. And as otherwise, he is a Hindu Drohi and all the devotees quit. Don't believe that person. Understand this very clearly. If he says that I have done something wrong, now this is an opportunity to prove me wrong. At least now. Especially strong, the so-called Tamil Nadu strong devotees. You are all very good people. Please call for an inquiry if you are having the guts. I am ready to come. So this is my answer, is that I have not handled anything. And even now, I will not say just like that here and then ran away. I wanted to prove this. So I am requesting them, please understand, note, underline. I am requesting their followers and devotees, including Niti, please conduct basic inquiry. Forget about whatever the numbers you are telling, 20 crore or 200 crore. Please conduct that. Okay? This is my humble pranams and request.
Excellent. The portfolio that you are handling is nowhere connected related directly to money. They have not produced any proof, material proof, evidence whatsoever for the so-called embezzlement that you have tried to do. And thirdly, there is no legal or even internal action or internal inquiry that has been made in this regard. And it is just that this is something that they are saying in order to say that you are also a bad person. Since you are pointing out so many mistakes that you have done, they are simply trying to frame a mistake against you. So that is what I understand from your answer to this question. And once again, I think this is a very, very valid request from Janardhan ji. That is, I am a manager in an office. If I find that a person who was handling vendors has done something wrong, first thing that I will do is I will immediately keep an inquiry commission. But if I find out that that person has gone out, and only then I am coming to know that when that person was in that particular chair, this embezzlement, this scam has happened, the first place I will go to will be police station and not sitting in front of the camera and speaking about it. And Janardhan ji, when he had a problem, that is the first place he went. That is how normal human beings react. And that is how legal organizations react. And now this begs for the question whether Nityananda's organization itself is legal or not. We will come to that huge question later. Now, moving on.
Now here, sorry to interrupt, it is not very cleverly, all the allegations, they made my daughters to speak against me. The bloody system, see the culprits, cunningness. If anyone is claiming, then logical thing we will ask no. So they create a sympathy that his own daughters are claiming, "Arey bloody, my own daughters are now suddenly when I'm asking them to come back, they claim, what are we talking? That in the month of August and September, they will not talk. Then August and September, I'm coming there in Ahmedabad, asking them to meet, you are not allowing, that time they will not talk. October, after giving the complaint, all that, they will not talk. Suddenly, when it is going to habeas corpus, issues becoming very strong, then they will come with the list of allegations. What are we talking? If my daughters, that too, when they are out of country, with Niti, in the year of 2019, December, if they come to know, all the rest of the people are fools or what? What are we talking? What are we trying to tell here? All this is what they were doing. They have not done any audit. They have not done any kind of the reconciliation. These are all cheating, third-rate fellows. They are using my daughters very cunningly. But I am telling you, my daughters and all not like just like that. They are all born with a strong, very strong. By my Guru's grace, they are all born with the tapas. And it is Nityananda will be destroyed on this. He cannot escape. Okay. A Bali Chakravarti like Vamana, how he has been. Similarly, Nityananda's dates are counted. I may be losing, I have lost many things. Today, literally, I am in street. Even for fighting or even for going in a bus from here to Chennai to wherever I wanted to go, like Ahmedabad. I don't have money. I am borrowing. And luckily, by Ma Chandika Parameshwari's grace, my Gurunada's grace, somebody is actually ready to give me your money on a loan basis. So you understand? And they are telling that I have taken stolen crores of rupees. Okay. So, once again, I am requesting you is that whether it is my daughter or anybody, please have an inquiry commission, at least now. Don't divert the subject. Right now, within next week, 10 days, 15 days, have it. My daughter's habeas corpus court case is different. This is different. Please, even before even going to police complaint, have an internal inquiry. Don't cheat the people. Nityananda, don't cheat your devotees continuously. You have already cheated. Many sannyasis you throw out. நம்ம கிட்ட உன் பப்பு வேகாதுப்பா, சொந்த காசுல சூன்ய வச்சுட்டு இருக்க. நல்லா புரிஞ்சுக்கோ. It is not going to happen with me. I am there. You have an inquiry commission. I'm not challenging you. I'm asking you to do it. Challenges are going to come in future. I'm asking you immediately, prove that I'm wrong. Anyway, you are wrong person, everybody knows. If you have a guts, please have this. Yeah.
Okay. So basically what is happening here is the scare tactics. That is, if somebody is speaking out against them, then they will have those who are very close to them say certain things about that person, and that person will be scared, will be afraid, and will not say anything anymore, and they will simply move away from Nityananda. But the same scare tactics has actually worked in the opposite against you, because as far as I am concerned, you are a real man and you are fighting as a real father, as he must do. The father must go to any extent to defend the family honor, and that is exactly what you are doing. And before this, their scare tactics is not working out. For others, maybe, I don't know how many ever people have gone out, how whatever blackmail has happened, they have kept quiet, because I do not want to say anything about those people. They may even come out in the future looking at you. But my only thing is, you are actually asking an inquiry to be kept, and you are willing to be cooperate with that inquiry, and you are willing to answer any questions even after being insulted so much. And the only reason that I can see for that is because you are a honest person, and you cannot take it if somebody is saying you are dishonest. If somebody is saying you are dishonest, you are unable to accept it. That is the reason why you are simply saying, even if you have done so much damage to me, I am willing to cooperate for your inquiry just to prove myself clean. So that is a very valid request of a very honest person. If they are not accepting this request, that is on one level, which means they don't want to prove anything. On another level, if they continue to say these things without keeping an inquiry commission, it is 100% clear that all they want to do is just bark, and those who are listening to our barking are fools. We will end that there. And that being said, we will end this particular portion of the interview with 3 questions covered.